Good morning and welcome back. Today is the day the 2024 solar eclipse begins this afternoon. We're not in the path of totality, but we are still going to have a pretty good show, especially if we can get away from some of the showers and rain that may be moving in a little bit later. But here's a quick little explainer. Essentially, you just have the moon moving between the sun and earth, casting a shadow on our home planet. You can see that path of totality and who's going to be dealing with that solar eclipse later on today. It has that localized shadow beginning in Mexico, going across the U.S. and portions of Canada. We'll all get to experience the solar eclipse. Of course, it is going to be partial here because we're not in that path of totality, and things will kick off at 1:45. You'll see that shadow beginning to be cast on the sun by 2:33, about half coverage, so we'll say 50%, and at max coverage at 3:04, still going to be a sliver of sun. So the difference between the 100% and 80 to 90% is pretty big, but we could still have a nice little show here across the Tennessee Valley, and things wrap up at 4:21 Eastern Daylight Time. So here's a look at your partial solar eclipse forecast on this Monday. We will have the chance for some showers. Again, it's not going to be a washout, and I think the best viewing conditions likely going to be across North Georgia and western North Carolina. That's where you're going to have the best chance of some sunshine. With that being said, we're still going to have breaks even north of Chattanooga, but we will have some scattered showers. Again, not everyone sees rain, but there will be that chance throughout the afternoon into the evening hours. And again, we're not in the path of totality. That's where the moon is completely going to cover up the sun. We're going to see that in Texas, Arkansas, portions of the Midwest up into the Canadian Maritimes. But here locally, we're going to have that 80 to 90% coverage, which still isn't half bad. So if you are planning on viewing, of course, wear the proper eye equipment. Here's a look at your satellite radar. Already seeing some of that cloud cover building in here across the Tennessee Valley. Some scattered showers from Middle Tennessee down into northern Mississippi. And locally, we're dry, so no issues on the roadways as you're heading out on this Monday morning. But if you're going to the north, let's say to Nashville, Murfreesboro, we're starting to see some of those showers and even storms rolling through. So we're going to watch this area closely as we could have some rain by mid-morning and additional showers possible as we go into your afternoon. But for your temperatures, it's just a mild spring morning. 56 here in Chattanooga, 60 in Altamont, 53 in Calhoun. The cooler spot, Murphy, at 43, but overall, I'd say it's a pretty mild morning. And as for your allergy forecast, going to be dealing with it even with the rain potential again. The pollen's been pretty wild so far, and we're going to continue to see that tree pollen ramping up as we continue through the rest of your work week. But here's your future cast. So much anticipated because, of course, we've been talking about this eclipse for quite some time. By 7:30, the clouds continue to roll in. We'll have some rain, especially along the Cumberland Plateau, places like Marion County, Grundy, Sequatchie, Bledsoe. You're going to have the best chance of some showers mid-morning into the early afternoon. And then as things really start to ramp up later today, notice some clearing. So that's good for North Georgia viewers and even trying to sneak up into Chattanooga. And as we continue through the afternoon, periods of clouds, a few showers. I don't think we're going to see much rain this evening. It looks like things will taper off to a degree and then ramp back up as we go into your Tuesday. So it's going to be a wet week. We're talking rain chances Tuesday through Thursday, including Wednesday. And here's your future cast. Periods of rain all day Tuesday. Looks like we could have a few storms. Not really looking too much at a severe threat right now, but it is something we're going to kind of watch closely. And Wednesday evening, that's when we're really going to see some heavier rain push in after about 6 o'clock into the overnight hours. That's when we'll get a bulk of our rainfall. And then going into your Thursday, the rain chances continue, gradually tapering off as we head into the evening hours. So it is going to be a wet week, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain possible from Chattanooga westbound, 1 to 2 inches for the remainder of the area. So again, it is going to be wet pretty much through Thursday, but the good news is by Friday we start to clear out a little bit. Temperatures in the 60s, cooling down just briefly. And then Saturday and Sunday we'll have that sunshine returning with temperatures climbing back into the 80s as we get into your Sunday afternoon.